Good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to take you on a journey into the dark and intense world of black metal, one of my personal favorite genres of music. Now, this genre of music's not for everyone, and it has a lot of controversy behind it. And by the end of this speech, I hope you'll have a better understanding of what black metal is, its origins, its characteristics, and its place on the musical spectrum. Black metal can be characterized by its fast tempos, shrieked vocals, and distorted guitars, sometimes crappy production. And it often has dark themes, mostly known for its anti-religious themes, and it emerged in the early 1980s and gained significant influence in the 90s as well, especially in Norway. Now, primarily, it originated in Norway, and it's mostly known for its satanic themes. Norway having a history of Catholic dominated society forced down its throat gave birth to what black metal is. And black metal explores themes of paganism, Satanism, anti-Christian themes, nature, and mysticism. And aesthetically, you would know if you were at a black metal show, if you see the band covered in corpse paint, which kind of creates a demonic sort of image for the band, ritualistic costumes, symbolic imagery, torches, upside down crosses, things like that of that nature. And lyrically, it can be very blasphemous. And it also can be very theatrical. When you go to see a black metal show, you're in for a show. You're just in for a show. And it can include things like mostly upside down crosses. I've seen that a lot. Or you might even see some theatrics as intense as ripping pages out of a Bible, which is frowned upon in society, as most of us grew up in Christian or Catholic backgrounds. But the term black metal was coined originally by the band Venom in the 1980s, and they were a thrash metal band, and they just gave birth to the term, in my personal opinion. I would argue that the band Mayhem had more of a say in what black metal is today. Unfortunately, Mayhem gained a lot of attention for a lot of negative things, and they were all about spreading the message of what black metal was supposed to truly be about. And Mayhem gained attention from things like their lead singer Dead's performance. His name was Dead. He would do things like cut his veins and throw blood at the crowd, and they loved it. They ate it up. And he would also, unfortunately, kill himself. And one of his band members, or their founder, Euronymous, would find his body and use the picture of his body for their album art on their next album. And unfortunately, he would be killed by their later bass player, Varg. And so the band gained a lot of controversy, and they're infamous just because of all the clout that's behind them. They're also responsible for lots of things like burning churches, murders, things of that nature. And they have a lot of notoriety in the black metal community. I think that they're more known for their controversy than their actual music, in my personal opinion. Other bands like Behemoth too are very theatrical, and sometimes they originate from Poland, but sometimes they're not even allowed to play certain shows. They've had band members that were arrested for blasphemy, and often times it sparks debates on musical creativity and art, and the freedom of art expression. And they are they're known for that. um, they're not as intense as Mayhem, but they have their controversies too, um, and they bring a lot of media attention to themselves because of their themes and their messages and all of that. Um, but now today, black metal is expanded in more places around the world, so um, it's not just a Norway thing or a Poland thing. It's everywhere. We have bands from Sweden, France, Brazil, and of course the United States, um, and Germany too. But I would say that fans gravitate to black metal because of the aesthetic, the sense of belonging, the culture behind it, the history behind it, um, the message behind it. And I'd say that they use it to release their emotions, or pressures felt by society, or maybe just feeling it anti-establishment, because black metal is mainly an anti-establishment themed type of music, and I personally love it. You do not have to be a Satanist to love it. You don't even have to necessarily agree with all of what it's about to love it, but it is definitely music of notoriety, and I think that more people should give it a shot. And that's it. Thank you for hearing my speech.